That moment when you almost delete your save file. Well, that wouldn't be the dumbest thing I ever did here for the channel, but anyhow, welcome ladies and gents back to another episode of Surviving the Aftermath here on Not Your Professional Walkthroughs channel with me, your host Max. So in case you missed out the last episode, we are constantly running low on clothes, but now we are starting to run low on tools as well. And also we did experience the first meteor shower, so that was interesting. I certainly was expecting a bit more of a demolishness or more damage or whatever the term should be used for this, but it turned out I was somehow able to survive. So now currently my goal is to try and push the current population into these upgraded shanties. So we need to do this a couple of shanties at a time because of course we are trying to establish the cemetery, so that needs to be our priority task. And with the constant shortages of plastic, it's kind of problematic as well, which means I will be forced to build another one of these watchtowers somewhere in here that is gonna allow us to expand the area around which we can do stuff. So there is plenty of things which we will need to focus our attention towards too. We do have some plastic here, there is a ton of metal here, but we are running low on the concrete deposits, so eventually we will need to definitely venture out. We do not have any wood whatsoever, and I'm not really sure how the food production here with venison is. Still high. Okay, so we are running actually kind of an issue with the malnourishment. It seems that our villagers aren't happy, or colonists aren't happy with the current situation, and we have been feeding them mostly meat as of late. Now, this is not some sort of propaganda for the, what you call them, vegans or something like that, not at all. It's just that apparently they do need nutrients from even plants, because of course meat cannot provide you with certain vitamins and minerals. So we are of course gonna try to ramp up the agriculture here and try to make sure that this can be actually addressed. I'm gonna move one of the workspaces away and you should be fine. What's the issue? We're gonna try to fix up this building. And unfortunately, due to the lack of these components, we aren't really able to fix up the solar panels. And so I'm not really sure if I should be trying to go into the wind turbine, despite the fact that I, of course, do not possess any parts or something like that. So we actually are collecting components here with Danube. So I'm hoping she's going to be able to not take too much of the radiation damage. We have Fritz here, who is on his way back home. We're gonna probably turn him into one of the outposts. This outpost is currently being demolished due to the reason that I will need to move it away so that we can actually set up another tent a bit further out from this location, because it looks like it exactly created this sort of choke point from which they weren't able to move across, and so they had to move around this mountain range here and here, which created a extremely long traveling or commute distance for our scouts and scientists and so on such. So we're gonna take this car, we're gonna leave it outside of the Noobsville city limits, and hopefully it's gonna allow us to actually survive. Now my goal is to get Fritz back home, eventually even Danube. We cannot really get to this thing over here with the clothes, which is just most unfortunate. There are some science points, there are some weapons. There is Death Creek. They do have access to actually iodine pills, and it looks like, is that peanut? Holy fudge, they do have peanuts. Okay, can we actually set up the trade for peanuts? 715, and also chickens. We would be able to get eggs. Now we would need to create another livestock pen in order to accommodate these, but do they produce just the eggs? So that's another source of protein. Problem is I'm kind of starting to run low on stuff, but ooh, we can actually sell pollution? You gotta be kidding me, right? Can I actually send them pollution for chickens? If I would want 4 chickens and I will send them the entire pollution, that is the dumbest thing ever, but okay. Junk I need to kind of keep spare here, because apparently from the junk itself is what you use to make all these small little bolts and tools, or what's it called. I don't have anything, so I cannot really showcase it here. Would they want wood? It would actually piss them off apparently if we would send them wood, so I don't really want to do that. We can send them some fish. Let's do it so that we get rid of like 41 or 42. Let's get rid of it so it's like equal out. We can send out some concrete. We do have plenty of that still, so let's do that. Unfortunately, it's not as valuable as I would like it to be, but we still have like a long way to go when it comes to trading off all these thingies. Okay, wheat. I really need to figure out how to process wheat into something more useful, because right now I'm sitting on a huge stockpile of this stuff, and it looks like nobody wants to eat the gluten. Everyone is gluten-free or something like that. I don't know. We're gonna send them some medicine, and I cannot really afford to send them this prime meat. We can send them theoretically prime meat. I'm not really sure what I use it for anyhow. 36, that would really not push us that far. And if we were to give you more of the gluten. Okay, 29. What else can we give you that would equal out this value? We need tools, so I cannot really afford to give you that stuff. Let's make it to 90. And let's make this like up to the value that we need to get to. Oh, now they would be paying us. Okay, so we can actually reduce this. No, now we need to pay them. I don't want to pay them. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna make one. Ooh, we can even produce sunflower. I do wonder if we can turn it into like, I don't know, maybe cooking oil or something, like biofuel maybe? I cannot really get more of these things because I just simply lack the ingredients. So we're gonna confirm this trade. It's gonna take a while for the car to get there. I do wonder if it's that car which we initially picked up. I have no idea if these merchants do work without the vehicle delivered to the city, but a couple of episodes back I kind of screwed up myself. Okay, fighter, Panda. You seriously named yourself Panda, and you cost me quite a lot actually, dude. The problem here is I want to turn one of these people into an outpost. So I'm just gonna go and get Panda. But Panda is gonna go in here and we're gonna just turn him into a settler, and he is gonna go down here. Can you like stop screwing around and please go?
What's up? Yeah.
Cannot build the colony in the sector.
Check.
What the hell do you mean by that? Why didn't you go in here, you dumbass? What the hell did just happen? Okay, I'm just gonna freaking build the outpost somewhere in here and somewhere around here, then with someone else who's more useful and does not do such dumb stuff. And can we do research? We do have 280 something points. Work slot. Okay, let's do it. Let's get the basics done. After all, I'm trying to get all the space stuff first completed, then we're kind of screwed here. I would love to get to some of these upgraded buildings, but the issue here is, of course, that we might need certain stuff. And maybe that would help us improve our current situation, because we are just simply able to maintain the demand of everyone when it comes to the whole food and the tools and everything. Well, food and water we are actually managing somewhat better now that we do have upgrade for the wells. Can I upgrade this? We do have the plastic for it, it seems. The pollution is being slowly cleared out, and thanks to the fact that we were able to clear out the waste dump, actually kind of not that worried. We're gonna then move on to these next locations. Theoretically, once this is constructed, at least someone should hurry the hell up and do it. I'm gonna get rid of the burial pit because that place creates pollution, and so we would be able to just rely on the cemetery itself. We do have cabbage, we do have corn, we do have flax, we do have wheat, we do have potatoes and more flax. And this space would be filled in with more housing, but eventually I will need to leave out these 2 tiles for the underground plastic deposit. So I would really hate to lose those 2 spots. Okay, I totally forgot that I need to increase the speed at which this game is running because yeah, it's not really that fun. I think this guy actually works over here, so it's actually good news that he was able to get fixed up by whatever ailment he was suffering from. Low on tools, yeah, I'm well aware of that. Question is, if we were to make more tools. Concrete, lumber yard, recycler, forester, tailored tool shops. So tool shop is able to make. Yeah, I just first need to finish off the construction of the cemetery. We need plenty of metal. The metal can be dropped off. The components need to be dropped off too.
Something unusual has been found in the forest surrounding the colony.
A wagon is parked deep in the woods. The window is covered with tarp. There are footprints around the vehicle, but they can be tracked. There could be something valuable inside, but opening the wagon is not without risk. Let's use up our last tools, and we got 2 colonists for that. Awesome. Okay, so question is now, what sort of research do? We can do large stalls, but we don't have the science. Maybe there's something which we can afford. Concrete workers, we could get more people to gather concrete. I feel like maybe having another... What does this require? Okay, so we're gonna do the pavement roads then. If it does not require concrete, we're gonna be able to probably upgrade our infrastructure, allowing the carriers to move around the resources a bit faster. Looks like the location has been cleared out, so we can then move on to either this spot. I would probably clear out this spot because it seems like there is actually not that of a fertile soil, but if I get rid of it, it might be beneficial for me. So this plastic deposit has been depleted, so we need to move on to this one, and I think we have still one more. I think I constructed the second one. Yep, yeah. Okay, so there is still some plastic over here, 55 units of that. I want to see if this idiot can now go to...
Yes.
Why can't you build the outpost over here anymore? What about this one? Why do you insist on traveling across here? Like, what the hell happened here that it's creating this sort of issue? Crumbling houses. Is it the, like, remnants of the outpost? I'm certainly not willing to start off a brand new location just because of one failed outpost. Do I want to risk setting a settlement over here where we have constantly bombardment from the meteorites?
Yes.
Can I build it here? I would love to build it here, but these are like all points for science. You know what, this one's actually so bad, we're gonna build the outpost for colonists here, and you, my dear, are gonna step outside. No, don't Don't you dare. Don't you dare put the car into our settlement or we are so royally screwed. So she should have bunch of clothing, and especially the sturdy one. And she should have like some iodine or maybe even components or something like that. We did manage to pick up quite a lot of stuff from this. So I'm hoping it's gonna actually work out. The next thing which we're gonna need to focus our attention towards is getting our hands on some tools. That is why I have been looking at this tool production tool shop. So it actually transfers metal into the basic tools. And that seems like a reasonable thing to consider doing. So I'm gonna actually go ahead and put down that blueprint. This thing is still not done. Oh my god. Okay, can we pause this structure so that nothing is carried here? Okay, if you carry just the wood there, then I don't care. How's the research for the pavement? It's almost done, so I'm interested to see if that's gonna work out. We really need to do something with our water situation. Okay, only one building can be prioritized at a time. Do you want to change the priority? Yes, please. Because we do have a crap ton of metal, but I do not have... Well, actually, metal is required for both of these spots. It just seems like the 5 carriers are struggling to carry everything everywhere. So that is now done, and we have 99 points of science, so I can really do that much. I don't know if I want to do the heavy tarp for the tents. I mean, I'm not doing tents anymore, but I guess I'm gonna go for it. And I guess we can try to correct the infrastructure. Make our people be able to move around faster. These things are just annoying as hell because it seems like they keep getting contaminated because they cannot be fixed. And they're just bumming me out. This has actually decreased in size. I don't know, can I demolish these buildings? Maybe I can salvage at least something out of that. I mean, the weirdest thing is that they actually work even without the energy being delivered to them, so... I don't know. It's kind of weird. The cemetery is almost constructed, which is great. The well seems to be done too as we speak. Okay, so we're gonna actually do this and we're gonna demolish this thing. So they're gonna move the resources, at least I hope they're gonna move the goddamn resources. It's not like I can afford these to be just left as they are. Okay, and there's a new quest.
Based on old newspaper gossip, a local old world merchant was so paranoid about being robbed that she had made secret compartments and traps in her shop to hide anything valuable.
The plan backfired and she became kind of a local celebrity back in the day. The shop isn't too far away, so it might be worthwhile to go and check whether the story's actually true. Sure, let's go check it out. I mean, after all, we do have all these people who are just sitting here.
Ready.
Let's send out...
How may I help?
You are a scavenger, huh? Okay, so let's send out a scavenger. Maybe they might have the best tools to deal with this. Have I managed to fix up the road everywhere? There's quite a lot of road which I want to get fixed or upgraded for the purposes of whatever the hell this is. But if they are gonna be able to move around faster, I'm hoping it's gonna actually allow us to become more proficient. They're gonna be able to deliver the goods faster, and that everything else is just gonna follow. Okay, we can resume probably this building. We do have, I don't know how many people are necessary. Let's keep one person for the burial ground. So far one person was able to maintain it. We really need to fix up everything here. Batteries need to be fixed. Everything needs to be fixed. The thing is, when it comes to production of resources, I don't really see vehicle repair, industrial mining, junior engineer, circuits assembly, electronics. Yeah, so that's here. And we're able to produce 2 things, but we need plastic components and rare metals. And I just don't know if there's a possibility for you to recycle rare metals. Here are components. This is the sawmill. I cannot really afford anything over here right now. Our medics sure know what they are doing. We have 4 of them, or rather we have 2 medics, and we then have a bunch of assistants. Don't have any food here. This really needs to be cleared out. Okay, so we weren't able to finish off these things without the components. We can't really construct anything else. So this is just falling apart slowly but surely. 40 slots are going to be able to be accommodated here. That's great. She was able to pick up the medicine, so please return back home. You, my dear friend, are gonna be able to return back home. You, I think I'm just gonna send you here and build an outpost for the survivors. Although it creates only 0.19 in 12 hours. That's extremely slow progress. If we would send you over here, because we cannot set up outpost here, we are already gathering signs there. That's gonna change a couple of things. The clothes which we all picked up have all been just taken. I'm trying to see if I can come across this weird shop. Okay, so for some stupid dumbass reason, okay, let's go and scavenge this.
You got it. Yes.
Why aren't these people willing to move there? Like, what the funk is happening here?
Right away.
I cannot do this. For some dumbass reason, this is just not willing to cooperate.
Your order going. Can't complete.
Yeah, I'm so confused with this.
Sorry. Negative.
But I have dramatically reduced the amount of time necessary for travel. Components are here. Man, the further we go, the more messed up this place gets. I want to send out the 2 scouts.
Huh?
And I'm gonna probably put them into the car to see what can be done. And I want to see if we can make another cookhouse somewhere. We unfortunately cannot squeeze it here, which really sucks. Would just totally make my day. I cannot build it here due to the issues with the water tower. We also have to consider the option regarding the water situation as well. So, did the well get the upgrades? Yes, it did. Okay. So do I simply need to build another well? And if so, where in the hell do I build it so that we get the most use out of it? Okay, let's build this as a next high priority. You're collecting the metal scrap. I don't see any complaints regarding the concrete salvage. We do have only 2 carriers available, which is really bad. So we have switched the food production. I'm just still confused as to... Okay, hold on. Because we are now sitting on a crap ton of... Why don't we have any venison? Like, the efficiency is 100%. Did we not upgrade this building? We can upgrade this building. It will even produce the, what you call it? The weird stuff. Okay, is this...
A group of colonists are pulling a big pile of fur, paws, and teeth behind them. It's a living bear.
We found Beanie here lying unconscious in the forest, probably drugged by some hunter's bait. We could try to tame him and make him our own bear, says they say. There's almost childlike glee in Colonist's eye. I don't know. See how it behaves? The other colonists let their curiosity get the best of them, so they gather around to observe how the bear will react upon waking up. The moment its eyes open, it realizes it's been surrounded, tears off its restraints, and leaps to its feet, teeth exposed, and deep guttural roll rumbling through its throat. Yeah, so of course it's gonna attack. What else would it freaking do?
Yes?
Let's go attack the bear.
We won the battle.
And so that was stupid, but it gives us prime meat, so theoretically we might be able to salvage it. So let's gather the meat. You guys are gonna work on removing the pollution. That's great. 2 slots are already in the cemetery. We're gonna need to find a decent spot for colonists to keep popping in, or we are royally boned. Efficiency 72%. 74 is the best we can do here. I'm gonna put it down and hopefully it's gonna work out. Really need to ramp up our water production, especially the stuff regarding the stored water is now kind of a problem. Tools are running low, clothes are a constant issue, which just doesn't seem to bother anyone, whatever. So that's at least positive, I guess. Please board the vehicle. And now that the 2 of you are in here, we're gonna take you on a road trip over here so that you can scan out whatever the hell is over there. You, my dear, are gonna return back home.
What's up?
And you are gonna go and scavenge this place. So, burglar's paranoia. The simple rundown shop isn't too difficult to find, as it is to be expected. Everything unusable or edible has been looted a long time ago. Behind the dust and spider webs, there is a small office at the back of the store. An assuming wall safe has been tucked away in the corner, with it stored gathering dust on the floor. If the gossip has come truth to it, there could be another safe hidden behind this one. Okay, put it lit out carefully. Wow, so we have money, we have fun parts, and we have quite a lot of science. Awesome. But again, the issue is how to traverse through this location. This is just bumming me out. Are you able to move in the car already, or no, not really? No, not really.
How may I help you?
Okay.
Can't complete the order.
Nobody can move, and I'm just trying to give you a place. 0.25 and 15 hours is definitely far better than what we had. Medical outposts can be interesting because theoretically this can be your resolution to iodine, which is constant shortage. If I build it here though, hold on. Can you knock it out? This is 30 per 12 hour. Damn it, that's a good one. But we already have 25 and 15. We have like 3 outposts for science, no? I'm gonna probably have to settle this out for science. I hate myself.
Your orders?
Yeah, we're gonna do science outposts here. These 2 locations are just atrocious when it comes to acquiring people. Now that we have 700 points of science, though, we can actually go ahead and start dealing with this stuff. So, like parts production, sewing machines. I would probably go through this side because we have been short on clothes the entire time. So I want to start addressing that because it's starting to pop up, and now we are even low on tools, so it's extremely annoying to keep constantly having to put up with this. water. Are we able to... Why aren't these buildings finished? That is a good question. And what I would love to build is a scout tower. The question is, where the hell do I build it? I think if I would build it here, we would come across something interesting. But there is a lot of pollution here, so I'm not sure where I would be able to... Maybe if I were to build it like so. If we build it like that, and then we do a paved road...
We have bandits at the gate.
Okay, can I finish at least the pavement road before I have to put up with the bandits?
A disorganized group of bandits has rallied around the gate.
They have an unwearying sheen to their eyes, and none of them utter a word aside from incoherent yells. It's unclear what has sent them into such a frenzy, but something needs to be done about it, and quickly. Try to distract them back to colony view. Try to distract them. Beyond reason, all promises of wealth or lies about non-existent allies have no effect on these lowlifes. They're too far gone to understand any threats or promises, no matter how subtle or blunt. It's better to put these angered people out of their misery. So again, seem to have a battle going on. We have unfortunately only one person at the gate.
What you need? Yes.
So we're gonna take everyone over here, and if they try to break through, we're just gonna fight off what they decide to show up with, I guess. I just hope our people are gonna be able to... No! Don't die!
Specialist killed.
Damn it! It's really bad.
We won the battle.
Okay. Yeah, that one specialist, that sucks so badly. Okay, so the prime meat has been gathered. We can actually increase the amount of people here. And if I were to move the work area... Let's move it here so that we can get theoretically more stuff out of this. We have cabbage and corn stored here, sorry. We still need the damn components in order to fix it up. We need to fix this gate too.
A ragged bunch shuffled slowly toward them.
I'm just gonna accept the people because we need people. We do have the food. I'm now starting to produce a bit of a surplus of water. Need to upgrade the 2 wells in order to even further increase the water storage. Unfortunately, it seems that the clean water storage is unable to like somehow provide water to the water tower, and I don't see any sort of pipeline that would allow me to store this stuff or connect the large clean water storage to the water tower itself. So that's something which I kind of need to figure out as well. Okay, the plastic or metal or whatever the hell this is has been depleted, so we need to locate another potential deposit. Don't know if the watchtower has been yet. Okay, so it's slowly starting to expose the location for the resources. We're just gonna have to depend on this deposit for now. I'm gonna be kind of screwed once we start to run low on like certain stuff. Okay, metal. There are 2 metal deposits here, so we're gonna put that there. The long haul is another achievement which we have obtained, so that might be usable. Okay, I see wood pile here, which is great. There might be some surface deposits after all. There seems to be underground metal, so these were the metal deposits which we have, and the concrete deposits which we have tapped into. It's going to take us forever to actually do something regarding that. And the sewing machines. What do we need for this stuff? Doesn't require energy. That's great. Input is fiber and metal in order to do this stuff. Okay, I'm gonna go with it, even though it's probably not gonna be the most proficient thing ever, just because we are constantly low on fiber. Do we have those 4 chickens is my question too. I don't want to really butcher my animals, and I would love it if we can actually do another ranch for the chickens. This thing does not require at least plastic, which is awesome. That's like a constant problem for us. Water is slowly picking up its production. This one is unfortunately not gonna help us so much because it's not at 100%, so it's not gonna be plus 16, which I know is not the best, but we will have to just deal with it for now. And we will require the tool shop here. We need to put in more people so that we can keep the tools coming in. Crowded tents are still a problem. It seems like more people have started living there, so it's gonna unfortunately be unfortunate. Which is losing the train of thought. This is gonna be unfortunate because the newcomers are all moving in here, and that means that I am not upgrading these houses or these shanties fast enough to accommodate the newcomers in the better housing. And definitely need more people at the gates in order to increase the defense capabilities. Guard post over here was helpful, but we still lost a specialist. We could use a scavenger. Scientist is nice. 700, let's go for it. We could use the person to go out into the world and gather more science. There's plenty of it to go around. There are even weapons here. He even has a decent scavenging potential. 30 out of 12. There are components here, but there's radiation components, rare metals. We would need to get over here in order for him to science the living hell out of these 2 factories. That's gonna take him 8 cycle rotations. I can live with that.
Sounds good. What's up?
And what about you? Can you build the outpost for the science purpose? Or do we actually do the 30 each 12 hours? So we get 60 per day. We're gonna do the science one. I'm gonna hate myself for this.
Outpost is now complete.
It really seems like this one has just gone to crapper after everything. I could have sent him to actually go for these 2 things here. There are the components 47 and medicine. So you know what, send you back out there. And you're gonna go carefully through this narrow spot, and you're gonna go after those components. How are you, ladies? Okay, let's step outside of this vehicle and start scouting these locations for whatever there might be. The further away we go from our initial colony, the worse it keeps getting when it comes to the overall elements and the factors that keep happening. So it's really annoying. 37 medicine, I really don't need that right now. We do have 41. We still have some antibiotics. We have absolutely no iodine whatsoever, which sucks. I keep being prompted to start building the Doomsday Bunker, but it would just suck up so many resources, and I do not have the plastic necessary in order to maintain this. I would really love it if we can actually... Yeah, I'm gonna have to switch that off because we have 2 carriers as is. So let's keep it at least at 3. Is there actually someone stationed in here? Yeah, there has to be, huh? 1 wood deposit. Holy crap, look at this massive deposit. Yeah, this is what I talked about. There are like these giant worms hidden underneath the ground which protect these massive pollutions. Okay, there's actually plenty of concrete, and it looks like there are bears protecting this spot here. So that's annoying. How's the cleanup of the pollution? Why am I cleaning out this spot over here? I don't know. We can theoretically focus our attention here so that eventually we have access to these things. What's the situation with the waste dump? Okay, that's awesome. We have radiated colonists, most likely even due to the fact that we simply cannot provide them with protective clothing, which is one of the main reasons why I need to do something with that, because it's just horrible. Do we have chickens? I think we do have chickens. Right? Yeah, we do have chickens. So we do have chickens, we do have sheep. So sheep are able to provide us with fiber.
We've made a new discovery.
We do have junk, we do have electronics, fun boxes, rare metals, oil. Oh, fudge. Okay, that fortunately did not hit anyone. I want to build a cookhouse so that we can be making the protein-based food as well. And this needs to be adjacent to the water. Capacity is 500. Research has been done. Industrial mining can now be actually constructed, but it does require access to energy, and that's kind of our big problem right now. Scrap, toolsmithing, yeah, let's go with the parts production, why the hell not? Okay, so we should have now access to the better building for clothes. But this would... Whew, wow, that's 8 fiber and 1 piece of junk. We don't have the plastic to support this structure, though. If we can assume or create enough of the science points and get to the industrial mining, we can get the plastic extractor. This would require, however, components and parts. It creates pollution, so really having it close to the brawl pit would be a problem. And I don't know if it needs to be built on top of something. Okay, we can go and move this over here, and the foresters. Can you, like, I don't know, set up a new place to chop down trees here? These guys are probably clearing out all the trees in the local area too, so next we're gonna send them here. There's a nice fertile amount of soil here, so actually eventually we might be able to build some wells or some farms there, who knows? Anything is possible. I can build another well over here with high production rate. It doesn't apparently need to be like carried by a person. Anyone cleaning the waste? What do you mean? Yes, we are cleaning the waste, but we are also low on iodine, and problem is here, they do not have access to
New vehicle found.
the iodine, which creates issues. Issues are that without the iodine, once the mutations start to kick in, that creates a bunch of problems. We can get the fun parts here. We can even gather them here. I want to scavenge this. We need to defeat these bandits in order to actually, like, clear out this region, or hell, even this region. So theoretically what we might try to do here is make her step out of the damn vehicle. Pick up this car. Take the car to... What her scavenging is what?
Can't do that.
She has 150% scavenging capabilities. I'm thinking she's gonna have to go here in the car. That is if it's gonna be possible. And she's gonna be responsible for gathering tools on the way, and also she's gonna be responsible for allowing the fighters to board the vehicle and then start clearing out these camps at further distances. I'm not really sure if you need to physically have someone with fuel in their inventory in order for the car to be operational. It never seems to be mentioned anywhere, so I'm gonna assume that's not really the case. But it's kind of a risky assumption, and we now do have the components. So I can fix up these two things. This is gonna create enough energy to run the environmental station efficiently. This is the concrete gatherer, so we can now move this over here so that they can gather that concrete from that spot. There's plenty of underground metal. There seems to be lots of pollution and such. Water, concrete is there. Underground metal is there. Well is going to be constructed there. These mutations are going to be a bit problematic. I'm going to have to focus my attention on getting access to the medical center. Unfortunately, we will have to go through the weapons crafting, and I'm not a huge fan of that, if I'm being honest with you. We need plastic for all these places. We don't have any carriers, which just sucks. You guys are working 100% here, which is just wonderful. Bringing in that fiber. The fields are just simply unable to maintain the demand that we have. We don't have plastic. We made the research now finished. So I'm guessing we're gonna have to somehow make our way through here in order to get the medical center. But unfortunately, medical center requires water and power. That sucks. Interior walls. I don't really want to upgrade the larger houses, which do not allow the nasty stuff to happen so that people can have their kids. We seem to be getting kids into the adulthood. We need to get more schools. That's another thing. Question is where that can be done. Mechanical shop. So it transfers junk into that stuff. It would burn through our entire reserve of components. That's kind of a problem for me. Warehouse, that's for food. Cookhouse. Forester. Outhouse, medical tent, school. Jesus, that requires so much plastic. That's not funny.
Mission complete.
Okay, you have gathered those things, so that's awesome. I would love it if you can grab those components as well, my dear friend. Even though it's highly radiated, but we kind of do need to do this.
All right.
You keep making your way towards the 2 science points so that we can gather up that. And now with 4 outposts, 1, 2, 3, 4 dedicated to science. So we have 15, 25, that's 40. Why is this 29? What the hell? Okay, it's somehow giving me more than it's allowing me to get. So 40, 69, 99. So we are getting almost 100 science points in the rotation. So that would be great. Let's deliver the car over there, my dear. Oh, fudge, I wanted you to actually scavenge this stuff, huh? Wait, you have actually decent scavenging capabilities, but do you have anything on you? No, not
Sounds
really,
good.
huh? So I effed up here by actually kind of screwing myself over. Great, as per usual. I did something stupid because not your professional walkthroughs.
Okay.
it doesn't work any other way, apparently. We can scout out these two regions here, and with this car at our disposal, might be able to take Fritz and Danube to go battle the bandits.
Yes. Yep.
So they are both going out. We have plenty of radiation poisoning due to the lack of apparel, but I'm just unaware of how to negate this situation. We just simply would not be able to produce a decent amount of stuff here. Water is looking good. Food is looking decent. It seems like we are still surpassing our consumption. Although I'm starting to feel like producing the what you call it, flax on these medium-sized fields is giving me some sort of weird issues. I don't know, like if the production rate is reduced or something weird is happening. I'm not really sure what to think of it. Okay, so
Mission complete.
okay, great. Okay. Another hostile environment.
Ready.
Can you board the vehicle along with her? And now can you take the vehicle over here to fight these goons? After that, we're gonna try to go and battle it out with these locations up there. We need to wait here. You need to gather the tools. You need to gather these components.
Yep.
And you, my dear, need to go and get to the science points.
Uh-huh.
They are inside of the car, so the car is the better option for them to be moving inside of. I don't really want to leave the car out here by the outpost. It would be kind of stupid of me to do so. We have one carrier. Problem is, mutations are gonna take much longer to be done with.
There are not many factions out there who are capable of using vehicle convoys to transport anything valuable across the wasteland. But those who are capable usually make sure that the convoys are well guarded and change their routes frequently.
Okay, so we had this already, but we're gonna search for the convoy. We're gonna take out the scavenger to do so. And maybe he's gonna be able to help out. I don't know if it was a scientist last time who did this. Okay, so it's actually fairly close. That's still gonna take him quite a while to reach that spot. And how's the car looking? I'm not really sure how the fuel consumption comes to the whole usage of cars.
Ready. Not going to happen. Yes. Can't do that.
Okay, so let's return to our beloved location. Our settlement. Problem is with the plastic, the amount of time they need to travel to carry this stuff. If we would have someone with scavenging capabilities, they aren't even able to like tap into this stuff. What they are able to do is scavenge only like this pile of wood here, which sucks because I could really use some help with the plastic. You should be able to produce enough. Battery rack should be able to hold whatever. I mean, these buildings are all connected. I'm thinking we're gonna need to do a trade with one of these camps or these settlements here. Lush Town, what do you have? You have car, you have cows, you have... What the hell is that? Soybean. Okay, I really don't want that. Then we have the option of Death Creek. They have iodine, they have the peanuts, they have all these cool things. I would probably like to trade with them. Question is if it's gonna be doable, reasonable, or whatever. If I give them fuel, they're gonna be happy, but I would rather give them pollution. And right now I kind of cannot use the junk, so let's give that out. I do need to keep the components because of reasons. We do have access to eggs. I could theoretically give them eggs. We do have some prime meat, so let's give them the prime meat. I could use a couple of things. Fiber I don't really want to get. Peanuts. Yield is high, growth rate is medium, resilience, filling rate, yield is okay. This thing does not, however, have an edible crop grown for its use so that it can be turned into oil. Yeah, so we would be able to get oil, and oil seems to be a decent commodity when it comes to trading, at least better commodity. 715 for seeds of peanuts. I can use iodine, however, and maybe fiber. 200, if I can get like 15 iodine. I don't really want the damn car. I don't really want to get fiber from them because we're gonna be somehow responsible for making it by ourselves. So 165, 66, 200... and 34. No, I want to actually get this for 34. And we're gonna have to pay them 1 coin. We do have the money theoretically, so I can go and like pay them. I mean, I do have 1,585 of those. So theoretically, we can do this. And we can still grab those 8 pieces of fiber. 167. Let's do that. So we're gonna do this, and we can only run 1 raid at a time. They have plenty of weapons. They have pigs. I don't know what the hell is this thing. And then there are the worms, so we would be able to create that farm for the worms. But for that, actually, you need to run a research. Oh, fudge, not another freaking winter storm. I hate the winter storms. They are the worst thing ever. They keep burning through our firewood, which we never seem to have simply enough of. And it's just causing all these issues with unhappiness, production of crops, and everything. So it can really make the whole damn thing really annoying. Can you please, for the love of God, finish up this building? Also, the consumption of certain things might go up, such as water and such. So I'm not really sure how that's going to affect everything. Also, we do not have this place heated, so that sucks. We might have to upgrade even this structure. Because if the chickens or animals or whatever are not well taken care of, that might be negative. Unfortunately, fields do not have the capability to put up with the BS that is, you know, winter. That's just unfortunately not how it works. Do you have people here, however, set up for fishing? How's our food situation? We do have more fish than we have anything else. Why do I keep getting power shortage when there's like only a small grid of electricity which I have established? What the hell is this?
A group of robed figures is approaching the colony.
Okay, their faces are hard to make out thanks to their hoods pulled tightly over their heads, but their clothes have a purple sun painted on them. They stop by the gate, pulling along trolleys of goods. No need to be alarmed, the leader calls and waves. We're sons of Helios, looking to trade. The name rings no bell, but it's safe to assume it's one of the numerous doomsday cults around the wasteland. Okay, so what can we theoretically give them? I can give them wood for parts. I can actually use the tools, or we can do it for the components. Seems reasonable. We do have a crap ton of wood as is. What do we need more of? Tools? Or do we need more components? I think I'm gonna go with the components. Okay, so they have left. We have messages.
Vehicle found.
Iodine, 30 pieces of iodine specifically, huh? Let's go. Wait, did she never drop off these things, or are these things inside of the car's trunk? I'm kind of confused here.
All done.
Okay, so she has gathered the tools, so please go and deliver them off.
Your orders.
How's the vehicle? No, get back, you dum-dum. I'm starting to think they might not be capable of
Sorry,
entering.
can't do that. Attacking target.
Engaging hostile.
Let's go help out. The car is gonna have to be left behind. And now I'm really wondering if this damn truck needs to be dropped off, because it has 15, 19 clothes, so that's 20, 34. We have 13 guns, 46 parts, 26 electronics, 46 pieces of this and that. It has 0 HP, so I don't really know if it's gonna be even capable of making the trip. But I kind of do need the damn iodine, so can you step outside of the
Not
damn
going to
vehicle and do something useful?
All right. Okay.
Let's gather this. Oh my god, there's even clothes in here. I think I'm gonna have to actually fix up the truck back home or something like that. Is she
What's up?
inside of the... Oh yeah, no, she's not in the car. Yeah, I forgot. Where are you, my dear friend? Why didn't you make the run there? Do that, and...
So,
Okay, they are
How may I
fighting it out.
found something.
So you're gonna scavenge this. Repair the vehicle for free. We're gonna get medication and
Quest
some
complete.
stuff
Not gonna work.
after he recovers his stamina.
Yes. Sorry, can't do that.
The trade is still ongoing, so it's gonna take a while. I'm just really afraid about this car now because it shows 0 HP. So I'm not sure what the hell to think about it, if it's gonna even work or if it's gonna break down along the road back home. But the happiness boost definitely did help out. The problem is right now I'm not really sure. Yeah, they're harvesting. Crops are withering. Harvest now. And once everything is harvested, we're just gonna have to... I'm gonna probably move around these fields or relocate them or something. This empty space here is just killing me. But theoretically, we might be able to put down a tailor in here. But we keep constantly running low on fiber. So that sucks. 70 plastic, really cannot even afford that. We're still gathering the plastic. We have 1 carrier. That's great. Okay, we're gonna remove you guys from the farms. At least for the time being, once everything has been harvested. The winter is the worst thing ever. So far. Because it really taps into your whole food situation. Can you gather this 1 more science post, and there's even 1 more, but I'm just not sure if he's gonna be able to survive this much exposure to radiation, unfortunately.
Shoot.
You guys are still taking way too damn long in order to clear this out. Chopping down trees, we do have firewood, thankfully, and thanks to the upgraded boosted burners, they are actually more proficient. These have been all upgraded. This one does not seem to be complaining about anything right now. We are making vegetable meals. I'm gonna switch to probably the meat-based product here. If I can assign one more person to you, I'm gonna do that, and hopefully that's gonna help us out. We keep getting constantly issues with the power. I really hate the fact that he keeps prompting me to do this doomsday nonsense. Let's move the work area over in this general direction. And we have survivors at the gates, and we're gonna take 3 adults, 2 children, and 1 elder, along with a couple of supplies.
We've reached a milestone.
And I think reaching 100%, yeah, great leader. Well, not so great, but you get the point. And with that, we have access to even more weird decoration stuff, which I absolutely do not use for no apparent reason. Okay, so there are a couple of things. Great, you have defeated the enemy. You can go and repeat the battle. There's just way too many of them.
All done.
You have gathered the science points. You're not that poisoned, so you can go and deal with even more of this poison. And who else? You have gathered this, so you need to go back with the components. You have 116 of them. That's actually quite nice. It seems like the merchants are back. Totally forgot what the hell did they manage to bring over. So we're gonna need to take a look at what else can we do as a trade, or a possible trade. So they have herbs. An edible ingredient that can be grown only in a greenhouse can be used to create herbal medicine. And then there are the buffalo worms. Buffalo worms are able to produce food for us. Their worth is 572. Okay, we actually did obtain some canned fruit. So let's not get rid of that. We're gonna give you the junk now because I kind of cannot use it as of yet. We kind of do need to come across some weapons or we are gonna be seriously screwed. I can give you 19 potatoes. I can give you, I don't know, like 51 metal. Can give you 76 concrete. In order to like even out our reserves of junk, we can give you some of these components. Seem to be worth quite a lot. I don't really want to give you medicine, which we are starting to run low on. We have quite a lot of wood. It's actually kind of a large number, but I'll take it. So we will do this for the worms. And after you are done gathering the iodine, we can theoretically use her to scout out this region and then take the card along down here through these 2 spots. Hopefully there's not going to be some sort of meteor storm or some BS that's going to put the whole operation at risk. This place seems to be having a fallout. There seems to be the enemy camp, which needs to be cleared out. Same for these 2 spots. So we kind of do know what will have to happen. We still need to do the doomsday bunker. Still need to deal with the lack of clothes. But hopefully once this car will make it back to the settlement, it actually should be doable. So I'm gonna leave it at this point. So if you did like the episode, give it a big thumbs up. And for more surviving the aftermath, check out the playlist featured at the end of the video or in the video's description. As per usual, I'm gonna wish you a pleasant rest of the day, and hopefully I will see you all at the next one. Thank you for watching, stay safe out there, and bye-bye for now. I can't believe how useful is this workstation. Or the environmental station.